All right, we live, Akim. All right, this is GMS Louisiana Saints coming back at you once again with another quick lesson. It shouldn't be long, it's straight to the point, And as you see from the title of the video, all right, the future forecast is fire and brimstone. All right, so everybody, sits around their house time and time again and look at the weatherman, asking for the weather. All right, you got a heat wave, you got hurricanes, different things of that nature. Well, the Most High got a forecast too, man. He got a future forecast, like we out here telling you, man. We are the anchors, the new anchors of the spirit world, man, or the spirit, in the spirit, and we give you the updated news on what's is getting ready to happen. All right, and what's going to happen for us, when you want to get into the weather, is basically fire and brimstone's coming, man. All right, the Lord finna lay hands on the wicked. All right, the Lord really finna do away with this place, this house of Satan, man. All right, so somebody give me that Ezekiel first. I'm gonna roll that Ezekiel.
Okay. It's the book of Ezekiel, chapter 38, verse 17. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, art thou he of whom I have spoken in old time by my servants the prophets of Israel, which prophesied in those days many years that I would bring thee against them, and it shall.
And we the same prophets coming back. All right, going into a little bit of this, we're the same prophets coming back that have been prophesying to you for many years. All right, we doing the same work as Noah and all the other men that was in the past time. But we are those men coming back in the reincarnation to give unto you, all right, the Most High's message, man. All right, and a lot of people don't understand the spirit or know how the spirit works. Yeah, we look young. All right, some guys, look a certain way, a certain height, tall, short, whatever. They don't neglect from the fact that we're the same men coming back in the reincarnation. When you understand reincarnation, all right? We're the same men that have been prophesying many years, all right? Look how long the elder apostles have been prophesying. Almost close to 40 years, man. All right? Go ahead, Doc.
Just real quick to back up what you just said, the St. Luke 1:70, as he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets, which have been since the world began.
Right, and these men come through different time periods in the reincarnation to come back to do that same job, man, to prophesy. All right, the Lord has you on a run where you might be 16, 17 years old, you playing b-ball, you doing your thing, and then all of a sudden, with a snap of a finger, man, the Most High has you in this truth, man, in the mindset of being in the truth, all right, pushing out truth, all right. So we are back today, and we're giving you the upcoming forecast that's finna befall on America, man. Really, the whole world, okay? Really, this is going for the whole entire planet, man. What the Most High is finna do, because we got to we get into other topics, we exalt and build up the believers of Yahweh Shem Shah. We also give you prophecy too, man. We give you the straight and skinny on what's finna happen, man. And a lot of people don't, they don't like that. They call us fear mongers and all this other madness, but it is what it is, man. The truth never changes, man. But go ahead, Art.
It's back in Ezekiel 38, verse 18. And it shall come to pass at the time when Gog shall come against the land of Israel, saith Yahweh, that my fury shall come up in my face.
Go ahead.
For in my jealousy and in the fire of my wrath have I spoken. Surely in that day there shall be a great shaking in the land of Israel.
Right. And that's the actual land, man. Because the Most High going to shake that place up too. All right. The physical land of Israel, all right, the Most High is gonna strike that place with fire and brimstone too, man. Well, he's gonna clearly fertilize that whole place, man. You can't be the people of the Most High and you've been importing trees and shit, man. Rocks and all type of other things of that nature, wildlife and shit. You've been importing over there, man. So the Most High gonna fertilize all those gutter rats and heathen that they have in the land over there, man. They really flush them out. All right, go ahead, Art.
God. It's verse 20. So that the fishes of the sea and the fowls of heaven and the beasts of the field and all creeping things that creep upon the earth and all the men that are upon the face of the earth shall shake at my presence, and the mountain shall be thrown down, and the steep places shall fall, and every wall shall fall to the ground.
Yeah, when that destruction comes, man. And we keep telling you time and time again in past videos, this is going to be televised, man. When the Most High, when the Lord Himself, Yahweh Bashem Shai, man, when the Lord really gets down on this place, it's going to be televised, man. Every eye shall see what the Most High is going to do to make a staple in the planet Earth, man. All right, and to exalt His men with all power. All right, it's going to be televised. Go ahead, Doc.
Okay. And I will call for a sword against him throughout all my mountains, saith the Lord Yahweh. Every man's sword shall be against his brother.
Right, and we closely into that time now. Like we always say over here, the tension is thicker than a German guard dog, a Nazi German guard dog. That's how thick the tension is out here in American streets, man. When it comes to different nations of people having different views or likes amongst each other, man. They're ready to get on each other's ass, man. And that's going to happen too. That's a whole nother video in itself. The racial tension, all right, the race wars, all right, the sedition amongst men, that's a whole other topic. Read that part again, huh?
And I will call for a sword against him throughout all my mountains, saith the Lord Yahweh. Every man's sword shall be against his brother.
Yeah, every man's sword should be against his brother, man. We are fastly approaching that, all right? And I can, I'm just speaking as a man, I can foresee those things really being displayed after this election, man. All right, which they already know. They've been knowing 10 years in advance what they're gonna do, man, before these elections and who they're gonna have in office and shit. So we shall see, man. But you best believe this is gonna happen. People gonna have these AR-15s, AK-47s, and really probably a real actual sword against his brother, man. Chasing him down the streets, he fall down and he gut him out, man. Those things are gonna happen in the streets of America, man. All right. And in these high and low places. When I say high and low places, these Santa Monica, because we seen what happened in these last riots, man. For the first time ever, Jake went to the most sedated parts of the cities, man. Melrose, what it is, the different downtown LA and shit, downtown Houston. They went there, man.
Didn't they go around Beverly Hills too?
Yeah, they went in Beverly Hills, Melrose, and Santa Monica Beach and shit, and tore up shit, man. So you see what's on the minds of the people. All right, go ahead, Doc. Back into Ezekiel.
Okay. And I will plead against him with pestilence and with blood, and I will rain upon him and upon his bands and upon the many people that are with him, and overflowing rain and great hailstones, fire and brimstone.
That's the future forecast right there. Read it one more time, Mark. The whole thing.
And I will plead against him with pestilence and with blood.
So what's COVID-19, man? That's a pestilence, man. That's really plaguing the people. All right. And we have our different views on it. The Most High is allowing Esau to use his depopulation program to really just kill people off. But it's all ultimately the Lord. The Lord controlling Esau to do that shit, man. Because we say all the time down here, amongst GMS, Louisiana Saints, the Baton Rouge, the Baton Rouge and New Orleans, man. That this whole thing ain't for us, man. This COVID-19, this judgment that the Lord been displaying on the earth, that's not for us. That's only for the wicked, man. Because what? It's been 3-4 months. I have not heard not one brother within GMS having COVID-19, man. But the wicked have cousins and sisters and shit coming down with that thing, man. So the Most High has been plaguing these people with pestilence, man. Go ahead, I'll finish it out.
And I will rain upon him and upon his bands and upon the many people that are with him.
Right. What's the rain? The rain is coming in the form of ICBM nuclear missiles. That's what's going to rain from the heavens, man. Just like in the time of Sodom and Gomorrah, fire and brimstone rain from the heavens. Well, the Most High got some new rain that's coming in the form of ICBM nuclear missiles, and it said upon his bands, that's Esau's armies, man. All right, the different branches of the armies of these heathen and these nations, that's what's going to rain upon them, man. Go ahead,
I got a
You got a precept to that?
just to back up on how the Most High is about to rain that fire and brimstone on these heathens' armies. This is Zephaniah 3 verse 8. Therefore, wait ye upon me, saith Yahweh, until the day that I rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them mine indignation, even all my fierce anger. For all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy.
Right. Somebody give me real quick Psalms 11 and 6. I believe that's it. Psalms 11 and 6.
I got you something too. Once you hold on.
I got it. It's the book of Psalms, chapter, I'm gonna start at 5. 11 and 5. Yahweh tried the righteous, but the wicked and him that loveth violence his soul hated. Upon the wicked he shall rain snares, fire, and brimstone, and an horrible tempest. This shall be the portion of their cup.
Oh man, that's platinum right there, man.
Yeah.
You know, that's what the Most High gonna do to wicked, man. He's gonna rain this fire and brimstone upon their heads, man. All right, and the main thing that come to my mind is that this is the portion. This is their portion of their cup. All right, because when you go to, I believe it's Isaiah the 34th chapter, around the fourth verse, if I'm not mistaken, the Lord tell you about this is the part of the judgment of Idumea, man. The people of my curse to judgment. All right,
I got it if you want it.
yeah, bring it out real fast.
God. This is Isaiah 34. I'm going to start at verse 4. And all the hosts of heaven shall, well, actually, I'm going to start at verse 1 and jump down to verse 4. Come near, ye nations, to hear, and hearken, ye people. Let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the world and all things that come from it. There's a lot of meat in here. I'm going to just run through it, if you don't mind.
Yeah, I know got a lot of meat in that thing, man. Go ahead, let's go through it.
God, this is Isaiah 34, verse 2. For the indignation of Yahweh is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. He hath utterly destroyed them. He had devoured them to the slaughter. He had delivered them to the slaughter. Salakia. Their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses, and the mountains shall be melted with their blood. And all the hosts.
And that's why we tell you that. That's why we give you that old statement that we give a lot of you people in the military, a lot of you, mainly you Jakes, man. Because you Jakes, you love to go sign up for Esau to fight in this man's war. Well, guess what? This next coming war that you're getting ready to fight in, you're not coming back home, man. You're not coming back home to get these different what do they call them? These different honors and war awards and shit, man. You're not coming back home, man. This is gonna be the last, you're gonna take a one-way ticket to World War III, man. And like the scripture says back in verse 3, he said the slain also should be cast out. The stink should come up out of their carcasses, man. You're gonna be left for dead over there in the World War III, man. Okay, go ahead, Al.
I got you.
You mind if I get a step real quick to back up on how those soldiers that go over to Jehoshaphat aren't coming back?
Yeah, go ahead.
This is 2nd Ezra 16. I'm going to start at 33. The virgins shall mourn, having no bridegrooms. The women shall mourn, having no husbands. Their daughters shall mourn, having no helpers. In the wars shall their bridegrooms be destroyed, and their husbands shall perish of famine.
Yeah, man. They ain't coming back, man. They ain't getting no honors and a pyramid shaped flag, man. They're not getting that no more, man. All right. They're gonna be because the Most High gonna make a new promise. All right. This promise he's gonna make is explained in Ezekiel, the book of Ezekiel, that the Lord gonna make a promise with the animals, man. He's gonna tell them, eat, drink ye all the blood and the flesh of men in that day, man. And they gonna do it, man. So these soldiers and these different branches of the government, they're not coming back from World War III. Once they set foot on the soils of Saudi Arabia, because that's the region of the world where World War III is going to be taking place in, man. All right, but finish it out. Let's run through that 34. Get some more scriptures.
This is Isaiah 34 and 4. And all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heaven shall be rolled together as a scroll, and all their hosts shall fall down as the leaf falleth off from the vine, and as a failing fig from the fig tree.
Right, and that scroll is talking about is when the detonation of the nuclear missiles happen. It's a thick mushroom cloud that plumes over, man. All right, certain war critics, all right, people that study war, they even call it sometimes after the war when it detonates, call it a nuclear winter, man. Because when those things detonate, it's like the soul is sucked out of everything, man. Cars, buildings, the streets, everything around is like it has no life in it, man. But that's going to happen to this, that's going to happen to America, man. When those missiles are actually detonated, man. All right. I think y'all had something before you too.
Yeah, come. Just on the premise of the Lord destroying this place. I mean, this is just something he did for David, which we know David was a man after his own heart. All right. So how much more that the Lord will do it for one man versus a nation, which goes into Job, I believe that's 34 and 29, where he say, if he could be, whether it be done against a nation or just against a man only. But this Psalms 18, I'm gonna start at 6. I'm gonna read down. It says, "In my distress, I called upon Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua and cried unto my power. He heard my voice out of his temple, and my cry came before him, even into his ears." And then when you read this account, it goes into account where David was scared. All right, enemies was snared, had him round about and trapped and snared. All right, it says, "Then the earth shook and trembled. The foundations also of the hills moved and were shaken because he was wroth. There went up a smoke out of his nostril and fire out of his mouth devoured. Coals were kindled by it. He bowed the heavens also and came down, and darkness was under his feet. And he rode upon a cherub and did fly. Yea, he did fly upon the wings of the wind. He made darkness his secret place. His pavilion round about him were dark waters and thick clouds of the sky. At the brightness that was before him, his thick clouds passed hailstones and coals of fire. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua also thundered in the heavens, and the highest gave his voice, hailstones and coals of fire, man."
John, I was just reading that one. That's the spirit that one came out because I was reading that one earlier and holding it, but I thought it wasn't time yet, but it came out anyway.
Oh, come. That's the spirit, though. So if the Lord could do this for a man, how much more against a nation that he hates? All right, or that he has ordained that he gonna orchestrate a total demolition against these people of the earth, 2/3 of his own people, and then of course all those heathen nations, man. All right, that's slated to be destroyed in the end times. A fire in hell gonna take its place in a lake of fire, man. All right, this is gonna be a river of fire. Okay, you got it out.
Because what you're looking at right now is happening in the spirit, and we said time and time again down here too that what's happening is America's going on foreclosure, man. So most time when you foreclose a building, you get out of it. Sometimes what happens in the time period when there's no buyers, man, they knock that motherfucker down, man. So that's what the Most High is finna do. He's finna knock this building, this building that's been up for over 400 years, man, ruling in wickedness and deceit. All right, this cesspool, the Most High is finna knock it down, man. All right, because one thing that you gotta understand as an Israelite just learning this truth, man, you gotta understand that two kings can't rule at the same time, man. Esau and Yahushua cannot rule at the same time, man. It cannot happen. All right, so they only gotta have one king set up and rule, man. And the only one that's gonna rule is Yahushua, man. Yahushua is finna get away and really do away with this place, man, through the power of his father, man. All right. You had something real quick too, huh? I'm a what?
Just to back up the statement you just made, though, this Proverbs 20:8, a king that sitteth in the throne of judgment scattereth away all evil with his eyes. This verse 26, a wise king scattereth the wicked and bring the wheel over them. So you don't just have wickedness around you when you come into power. That's what King David did the whole time. The reason that King Solomon was able to reign in peace for 40 years is because King David, he scattered the wicked, man. He put garrisons in Edom. That's what's going on right now. The Lord said he was going to rebuild the tabernacle of David as in the days of old. Before what? Before Solomon comes back to sit on the throne again, man, which is Yahushua. But you got it right.
That's right. That's right. Somebody get Matthew 7 and 20, start at 24 and read down to like 27.
I got you. It's Matthew chapter 7, verse 24. It says, you say 24, right?
Yeah, 7 and 24.
It says, therefore, whosoever heareth these signs of mine and doeth them, I would liken him unto a wise man which built his house upon a rock. And the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew and beat upon that house, and it fell not, for it was founded upon a rock. And everyone that heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them shall be likened unto a foolish man, which built his house upon the sand, and doeth them not. And the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew and beat upon that house, and it fell, and great was the fall of it.
Yeah, so read 26 again for me, because this is likened unto America, man. America is represented like as that foolish man that built their house upon sand, man. Because this place that has no foundation, even though they lie, they put on their money, and God we trust. Lord this, Lord that, Jesus Christ. But they don't really build their house upon the Most High or Yahweh Shem Shai. It's built upon Satan. All right, it's built on deceit and lies and treachery, man. Slavery. All right. So when you look at this place, it's the foolish man, man. Because when you deal with the Most High and you trust in the Most High, you built up on a rock, man. It's rock solid. It's got a rock solid foundation on it, man. It cannot be overturned. Hey, man, go ahead,
Right.
Read 26.
Real quick, I'm a precept you on that, and just back up just exactly what you said. This Ecclesiastes 10 and 17. It says, blessed art thou, O land, when thy king is the sons of nobles, and thy princes eat in due season for strength and not for drunkenness. Because when you build your house up, you got to build it upon what? Strength. That's what hold it. That rock is made of what? Strength. And our strength, as we know, all right, is what? The truth. All right. We're girded about with the loins. We have girded our loins about with truth. That's the only thing where you're going to be able to withstand pressure or things that come that can basically overshadow you or take you out, man. So it says, blessed on.
Read it one more time. Read it one more time, because I got something I wanted to get out of that too.
Right. It says, blessed art thou, O land. The land. Your house is what? A land, just your place, or your fortress, your refuge. It says, blessed art thou, O land, when thy king is the son of nobles, and thy princes.
We're the sons of nobles and princes, but we are not in rulership right now, man. That's why I was thought about it. That's why the earth is not yielding its full potential. All right, it's not giving out its full strength. And you can look at that with the different fruits and vegetables, man. We got corn. You get corn in the store about this small, man. Fucking corn used to be about this big back then, man.
Yeah.
Grapes used to be the size of a basketball back then. Do you understand that, Jake? One man can get full off of one grape, man. One little cluster, man. Back in the ancient times, where it took about 4 men or so, 4 to 6 men to carry a cluster of grapes, man. But you telling me that the nobles and righteous and in different past kings of the earth are ruling? No. You had something to say, Amawat?
God, we got a whole generation of kids right now that's growing up with fruits that don't have seeds in them. They don't even know that fruits is like, we got to get out of here, man. This is completely off.
Yeah, man. You got boneheaded uncles. The nigga talking about I love me some seedless watermelon. And you press a nigga. Well, how they took the seeds out that watermelon, nigga, without destroying it? He's like, oh, I don't know. But the bitch good though. Jake's stupid, man. But going into the point that brother made, give me that part again about the nobles and kings, the nobles and the princes.
It says, blessed art thou, Ecclesiastes chapter 10 and 17. Blessed art thou, O land, when thy king is the son of nobles, and thy princes eat in due season for strength and not for drunkenness.
Right. Yeah. Because we will use the earth for strength, all right, and not for drunkenness, man. We get the earth. It's time and due time to have a land Sabbath. This This ruler right now, he used the land for drunkenness, man. It's for sport. He killed for sport. He killed animals for sport. All right. He destroys the earth for sport. All right. That's why they got certain shows that they call X-Men. All right. They got certain hunting shows where they just hunt and just kill shit just because, man, just to put a plaque up on the wall to say you did it, man.
Deadliest catch.
Yeah.
Another great point to that strength is synonymous with what? Youth. And don't it say in Esdras that the earth has lost its youth?
Yeah.
Meaning what? It's strength, man. And that's just like a house. If you don't build it with strength and castles or irons or balls, then what? It could be infiltrated, man. That's why America is the land that basically have no protection around it, man. These nukes just gonna come in and tear America down, man. You know, which we know, in Ezekiel it goes into the land of unwalled villages, which we understand what that means. But America really don't have no army around it because they are spread thin, man.
Just like Rome. It's retro
Just
Rome.
like Rome. They had a mighty army, but once you spread anybody out, they weak. All right, strength comes in numbers, but they need to what? Guard their own fortress. If the whole army of America was to come back and then guard this place, which we know it ain't gonna happen because it'll go against biblical prophecy, all right, they have a better chance at what? Sustaining the fight, man. You know?
And if I could make a point,
Yeah, somebody go ahead real fast. Go ahead.
if somebody can correct me, doesn't it say in Ezekiel that battles in the past were fought with screaming and blood and swords, but the battles to come are going to be fought with fuel of fire? Hey, the Most High's put the spirit on these heathens to create weapons that pretty much make armies irrelevant. These nuclear weapons that just go over an army, and even if they hit an army, they're going to obliterate it. And also, the Russians had those hypersonic weapons, which could get past any of America's current anti-missile defense systems. Well, now you have President Putin of Russia coming out and saying we've got weapons more advanced than the hypersonic weapons we already have. And also America's anti-missile defense systems like the Patriot battery has been shown to be defective and default and only works under the best circumstances. So the Most High's really got Esau Edom in America in a trick bag. There's going to be no way that they're going to be able to defend this city with unwalled villages.
Well, I brought this out, to the younger brothers in the Thursday conference. This is scripture I had to back up even what you just said. This is Jeremiah 51:3. It says, against him that bendeth, let the archer bend his bow, and against him that lifted himself in his brigandine. Now give me somebody get the word brigandine, and somebody give me Jeremiah 49:31. All right, but I'm gonna read it again. It says, against him that bendeth, let the archer bend his bow, and against him that lifted himself up in his brigandine, spare ye her young men, destroy ye utter all her hosts. Because that brigandine goes into something that Esau, the brother just said, really is his defense system. Right? His nuclear defense system is going to fail him, man. Yeah, not going to work. When 200 million missiles get shot off, man, that defense system ain't going to be, that shit going to go haywire, man. It's not going to work. The Most High going to basically cause it to fail, man. And really, you don't have 200 million missiles coming from different nations to defend yourself anyway, man. All right? These different nations are going to really just jump on this whore, man. This jumper, to the point, defense system is going to be senseless, man. It's not even going to matter in that day, man. Somebody got that Jeremiah to back it up?
I got it for you.
I got Jeremiah 19. I think you say you want it.
49 and 31, I think. 49, 31.
49 and 31. 19. Okay.
I got the word brigandine.
Too, to also back up, just further backing up these defense systems failing in that day.
I got the word brigandine if you want it.
Yeah, give me that Jeremiah real fast, and then get the brigandine.
Jeremiah 49 and 31. I'm here. Right? That's the one you want?
Yeah,
that's Salaki, brother. I thought you had want to get the brigandine first. This is Jeremiah 49 and 31. It says, arise, get you up unto the wealthy nation that deliver it without care, say Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah.
That dwell it.
Oh, that dwell it without care, Salakia. Say Yahweh Bashim. I'm gonna read it again. Yeah.
It's America, man. America is that wealthy nation that dwell without care, man. They don't even have the sense enough to put up wall villages around this bitch, man. That's how much they laid up carelessly, man. All right, without a care in the world. But read it again, all right?
Right, Con. It says, I got one back up too, real quick. This, it says, arise, get you up into the wealthy nation that dwelleth without care. Say Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, which have neither gate nor balls, which dwell alone.
Yeah, man. So them defense systems not gonna even help this bitch, man. All right. When these missiles get shut off from the other sides of the earth, man. All right, they're gonna come in here carefree, man. All right. That's why the scripture goes in Joel said they're gonna leap over walls, man. You know, they're gonna Con. However you brothers want to work out the who's gonna bring out the next precept that y'all got it.
Just let me bring something back and say dwelling without care. It's gonna be real quick. That dwelling without care. This Ecclesiastes 10 and 18. I just didn't finish the next verse up from that. It says, by much slothfulness the building decayed, because America don't tend to their house, man. They're what? They're in everybody's house. So when you're in everybody's house, you can't keep up the structure of the work of your own house, man. You see? It says, and through idleness of the hands, the house drop it through. Because they dwell without cares, no balls, no gates around here. So thieves could come in, man. Hey, the other nations don't even got to come in and bind a strong man. The strong man ain't even in the fucking house, man. In America, man. You see what I'm saying? Like, they don't even got to come bind America up. They army is spread thin throughout, all these other nations, man. You got to do it.
Yeah. Somebody get real quick. Let Amawai bring out that Brigadine, and then I want you, y'all to go back to that Matthew 2 and Matthew 7. But bring out that Brigadine out real fast before we kind of get ahead of ourselves.
It's the word Brigadine. In the Hebrew is Strong's H5630, and the Hebrew is Sarayan, which is armor, a coat of mail, which is like a body armor that goes what the ancient soldiers used to wear that you wrap around your body. And the root word is a Sharayawan, which is Strong's H8302, which is body armor, weapon, breastplate, coat of mail, harness.
Yeah, so what's the breastplate or the metal, the shield of America? The defense system, man. Defend themselves from these different archers that's gonna arch and shoot their bows, man. But it's gonna fail them though, man. All right. So that Brigadine in that scripture in Jeremiah 51 goes into America's defense system, man. It's gonna fail. I mean horribly too, man. All right. And you brothers, I think when you were holding another, I think that was Raya, right? You had something?
Con, I had two quick precepts to back up on how America's defense systems are going to utterly fail in that day.
Okay.
The first one's the one you were talking about in Joel chapter 2. I'll start at verse 8. Neither, and this is talking about the nuclear missiles, neither shall one thrust another. They shall walk every one in his path. When they shall fall upon the sword, they shall not be wounded. And these mighty men are, again, those nuclear missiles. And that sword is the anti-missile defense systems. When they get shot in that day, the spirit's going to be on Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, not only for those missiles to not break their ranks, but hit every one of their targets, but for Esau, Edom, and America's anti-missile defense systems to utterly fail and allow those mighty men to come into the house unawares, because the mighty man in this house is left, as Brother Kaya said.
God.
He's off playing grab ass with the little boy somewhere. But this is Psalms 58. I'm going to start at verse 3 and jump around. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. Just to set up that this is talking about Esau, Edom, because what's he known as in Malachi 1 verse 4? The border of wickedness. Wherever he sets up his border, wickedness follows. Now I'm going to jump down to verse 6. Break their teeth, O power, in their mouth. Break out the great teeth of the young lions, O Yahweh. And what's a lion's teeth? Its main weapon. So it's talking about how Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is going to break out the main weapon or teeth of these Edomites in that day. Their weapons and their anti-missile defense systems. Verse 7. Let them melt away as waters which run continually. When he bendeth his bow to shoot his arrows, let them be as cut in pieces.
Huh. And I got one to back you up with that. I got it right here. Get straight to the point, man. You brought out teeth and everything else. This is Psalm 58:6. It says, "Break their teeth, O Yahweh, in their mouth. Break out the teeth of the young lion." That was you read?
Khan, that was the one I just read.
Con. All right. Let me get this other one then. Going into Isaiah 14:59, it says, "Rejoice not, thou whole Palestine, because the rod of him that smote thee is broken. For out of the serpent's root shall come forth a cockatrice, and his fruit shall be a fiery flying serpent." And that's a missile that's going into today. When you go put in like Russia's supersonic missiles, they got technology where the missile can actually dodge and shake other missiles in midair, man, without getting hit. You know, that's why it's called a fiery flying serpent. What snake or what serpent that can be on fire and fly in the air and be like a serpent, man? That's talking about a missile that can actually dodge other missiles, man. And I'm trying to get the name of it right now as we speak of that missile, man.
And also, what does it look like when a rocket has its rocket boosters leaving that trail behind it? A snake's tail.
That's right. They got the S4. They got the S400. It's another one I'm looking for.
And they got that avant-garde hypersonic glider. That's their newest nuclear capable technology.
Yeah, man.
I had a quick one. Anybody have one?
Yeah, they got the 3M22 Zircon and shit. That's when you really getting deep in the scriptures and finding out what these people have that match the scriptures, man. And they actually got missiles that can actually, when you shooting another missile at it, it actually can shake around that one for avoid getting hit, man. But go ahead, Amawat.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes 3:16. And moreover, I saw under the sun the place of judgment. Because what all these scriptures have in common? The judgment of the wicked, the portion of the wicked, the judgment will come down upon Idumea. All of these things are taking place on the earth. Fire, hell, and brimstone is taking place on the earth. And every single scripture we bring out, there's no scripture that even alludes to the wicked being punished after they die and they go into hell under the ground. That's all madness, man. For any of you brothers that are just waking up to being an Israelite and you just coming to the truth, you have to understand this is a judgment that's taking place on the earth where you live right now. This is all going to happen. You need Yahweh Bashem Yahushai to escape all of these things, man. I just wanted to point that out.
Right. Now go back to that Matthew 7 and just read 26 and 27. Matthew 7 and 26 and 27. Kaya.
This Matthew chapter 7, verse 26. It says, "And everyone that heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them not shall be likened unto a foolish man, which built his house upon the sand. And the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew and beat upon that house, and it fell, and great was the fall of it."
Right. And what's that winds, man? Somebody give me I think Jeremiah 51:1. Because the rains is coming, man. We telling you, we give you the forecast, man. We as the men of the Lord, we're kind of like I went into earlier, man. We're kind of like the anchors of a news station that give you breaking news. All right, or we give you the truth of the matter. You might see some on the news and brother digging into it even deeper to you. Hey, don't mess with that. Don't believe in that, man. Them crisis actors in that thing, man. All right, it's all a hoax. Right? Even Esau is starting to get into it. When something happens in this society, you have countless numbers of Edomites and other nations on the YouTube and different other avenues showing you that, oh, this is crisis actors. This is fake news. All right. So we like the same thing, man, unto the Most High. We give you breaking news, man. All right. We tell you what's finna happen before it happens. All right. Give me that Jeremiah 51:1.
Gotcha. This is Jeremiah 51, verse 1. Thus saith Yahweh, behold, I will raise up against Babylon and against them that dwell in the midst of them that rise up against me a destroying wind.
Yeah, and that destroying wind is that same wind same part of that wind is gonna beat this place down, man. That's built upon sand. All right. That real rain is coming, man, to wash this place away. It's like when you go to the beach You see that? You see the knucklehead that's on the beach. He's all close by the water with his boot. He putting that sand inside that little cup. They got the little windows on it, and he turn it over, get the little walls up and shit. And what happens with that water? It smacks against the side of it and wash it away, man. That's how America's gonna be. America's gonna be that same place, man. Because it's built upon sand. It has no foundation. All right. This place is built with the sand, the hands of Satan, man. And somebody hold on deck, Revelation 12. Start at Revelation 6 and 12, and read down to about 17.
I got you.
I got you. I got you two. I got you two after that too, brother.
All
Two
right.
quick ones. You got it, where are you?
Oh, God.
Yeah, I got it. I'm gonna get it. He won't get that.
This is Revelation 6, verse 12. And I beheld when he had opened the sixth seal, and lo, there was a great earthquake, and the sun became black as sackcloth of hair, and the moon became as blood.
Right. And the thing is, the question is, what caused that earthquake? But we'll tell you that those missiles was caused that earthquake to happen, man. All right, go ahead.
Verse 13. And the stars of heaven fell into the earth, even as a fig tree casteth her untimely figs when she is shaken.
Read that part again. Let me find the scripture to back you up.
Revelation 6, verse 13. And the stars of heaven fell into the earth, even as a fig tree casteth her untimely figs when she is shaken of a mighty wind.
And we just went through with the destroying wind, man. All right. But the question is, when have you ever seen a star falls from heaven, man, onto the earth? Let me get it right here. That star that fell is the nuclear missiles, man. That's gonna fall. Somebody give me 2nd Ezra 15, and let me get straight to the meat, man. Start at 37 and read down to about 40. Well, really, damn, we got so much meat in that. Read that Revelations again, so it can be fresh on Jake's mind, man.
God.
Let me get my charger too. My phone about to go out.
This is Revelation 6 and 13. And the stars of heaven fell into the earth, even as a fig tree casteth her untimely figs when she is shaken of a mighty wind.
Hey, man, that wind, like he said, that wind is represents what? Destruction, man. Right? Why you think he referenced the winds are holding the four winds of the earth in Revelation, man? Because what? It's synonymous with the destruction, man. And the way that this one coming out, the new flood, all right, is gonna be what? By way of on fire, man. The Lord about to flood the earth with fire this time. You got it, Elvin.
God, let me see. Satan trying to mess. All right, yeah. Satan trying to mess with me, man.
Yep. The
Yeah,
Lord
man.
about to flood the earth with fire, man. I got a fire one too to back it up. Soon the brothers get what he getting.
Yeah, read that Revelations 6 and 13 again, and then jump to
He just read it.
All right, now jump to the 2nd Ezra.
Second Ezra.
Yeah.
You got it, huh? I'm wide.
It's the book of 2nd Ezra 15, verse 37. And there shall be a great fearful and trembling upon the earth. Salaki, let me start over. And there shall be great fearfulness and trembling upon earth, and they that see the wrath shall be afraid, and trembling shall come down upon them.
Keep going.
And then there shall come great storms from the south and from the north and another part from the west.
Right, and that represents those missiles being shut off from all the different parts of the earth, man. From different nations that have nuclear capabilities. This is where they're gonna be coming from: north, south, east, west, man. All right, all to detonate in one place, which is America, man. Go ahead.
And strong winds shall arise from the east and shall open it, and the cloud which he raised up in wrath, and the star stirred to cause fear toward the east and west wind shall be destroyed.
And let's focus on this star. It said the star did what?
The star stirred to cause fear toward the east and west wind
Go ahead.
shall be destroyed. The great and mighty clouds shall be puffed up, full of wrath, and the star that they may make all the earth afraid, and them that dwell therein, and they shall pour out.
So when has a star made a man to fear, man? You know, you look up on stars in the earth, in the heavens, you be like, oh, it's star twinkling, man.
Jake make a wish.
Yeah,
Jake make a wish on the star. You got it, brother.
Yeah. So where all of a sudden these stars making men to fear? That star is the nuclear missiles, man. It's going to tell you what's going to happen with it. All right, go ahead.
God. The great and mighty cloud shall be puffed up, full of wrath, and the star that they may make all the earth afraid, and them that dwell therein, and they shall pour out over every high and eminent place and horrible star.
Every high and eminent place, man. It's not America an eminent place, all right? They claim the place of milk and honey, all right, the melting pot of the world, all right. The different places that everybody on the planet Earth wants to come, you know. But it says it's gonna pour out in every high and eminent place a horrible star. Go ahead, Doc.
Fire and hail and flying swords and many waters, that all fields may be full and all rivers with the abundance of great waters.
Keep going.
And they shall break down the cities and walls, mountains and hills, trees of the wood and grass of the meadows, and their corn. And they shall go steadfastly unto Babylon and make her afraid.
Go to 44. End it on 44. Huh?
God. They shall come to her and besiege her. The star and all wrath shall pour out upon her. Then shall the dust and smoke go up unto heaven, and all they that be about her shall bewail her.
So everybody that be about her, you know, making money off her, that, you know, have family members and trust in America, they're gonna behead her, man. They're gonna wail and cry and hoop and holler, man. All right, because it's damn sure it's gonna be hell to tell the captain in that day, man. You're gonna tell the captain, tell the barber, all right, and tell your grandmama, man. But it ain't gonna help, man. The Most High gonna utterly wipe this place off the planet Earth, man. All right. And it's funny how we use this title as being the forecast, and all we've been talking about is rain and pouring this and water that, because the Most High is gonna bring it, man. You had something you were holding on that.
Yeah, I got something real quick. It'll back the hell up, man. It's right on point. You want to say something, Mama?
Just real quick, just to back up this last precept, Revelation 18 and 15. The merchants of these things which were made rich by her shall stand afar off for the fear of her torment, weeping and wailing. So all of the people that love America, man, all of the people that got money off this place, when that hailstorm comes down, man, they gonna be crying like, we can't sell our merchandise no more, we can't get rich anymore, we can't oppress the Israelites anymore. It's done. You got it right.
Hey, that's crazy, because when they still fall, where there's smoke, there's an indication that there was a what?
Fire.
So it's synonymous. And like the scriptures say, America gonna be a what? A smoke, an everlasting smoke that's burning up. Where smoke is, there was a great fire to it, man. So if you see a whole country or continent that's just smoking, then you're gonna know like the Lord sent a massive fire through there, man. Because the only thing causes smoke is fire. Is wind, is fire, bro. Well, the main thing that causes smoke is fire. But I'm gonna prove that if one of y'all brothers can't hold me on deck, Malachi 4:1, that's the order. But goody, we can't get through this video without that. And Ryan,
remember, keep on deck that Revelation 6 and 13, because we're going back to.
I got you.
Like, so this,
okay.
Right, this Malachi, Salaki, this Wisdom of Solomon 16 and 15. Go ahead and read that 4:1, and I'm gonna bring this one out. That's the two I had.
This is Malachi 4:1. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven.
Yep.
And all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble. And the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith Yahweh, the Lord of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch.
Right, you burn something by what? By way of what? Fire, right? That's why he mentioned in Joel 2 that the fire devoured them, and behind them a flame burned it, and the land is as Garden of Eden before them, and behind them a desolate wilderness. It said the land. It didn't say the air, the wall. It said the land was as a desolate wilderness, man. All right, and
And later on in the chapter, it says all their faces gathered blackness.
blackness.
Soot, like ash.
That's right.
Burned up.
Here we go. The cherry on top. This Wisdom of Solomon 16 and 15. It says, but it is not possible to escape thine hand. So nobody gonna escape the power. Hand goes into power. All right, the four winds that the Lord got holding on the ends of the earth, those angels, that's the power of the Lord, man. And we're about to be revealed. Revelation goes into the Lord revealing the way he gonna downtrodden this place. You want to make a point, Elder?
No. I'm
All right. This 16, Wisdom of Solomon 16 and 16. It says, for the ungodly that denied to know thee were scourged by the strength of thine arm. With strange rains, hails, and showers were they persecuted that they could not avoid, and through fire were they consumed, man. By way of fire, man. The Lord gonna torture this place, man. All right, because fire is a what? Is a cleansing agent, man. All right, it's a purifying agent. It's about to purify the land because the land is filthy. All right, the place where we live has the filth has defiled the land to where it went up into the nostril of the Most High, and smoke is in his nostril, man. All right, so what you think he gonna breathe out? If smoke is in your nose, you gonna breathe out fire, man. In that order, you gotta do it.
Yeah, you go back to that 6.
God. This is Revelation chapter 6. I'll just reread verse 13. And the stars of heaven fell into the earth, even as a fig tree casteth her untimely figs when she is shaken of a mighty wind. And the heaven departed as a scroll when it is rolled together, and every mountain and island were moved out of their places.
Yeah, man. So islands and mountains gonna move out of their places when these missiles have been detonated, man. All right, showing you how powerful and strong they are, man. We time and time again on the block, we go into an article. It tells you that from 800 miles away, you can with some of these missiles, you can feel 30-degree burns from them, man. All right. Some of them detonate from down there, like we in New Orleans, man. I think the farthest you can go is like 200 miles or some shit, where it busts glasses and blows shit away, man. They're like from here to Lafayette. So the technology that the Most High has, he's just gonna overkill. This is gonna be overkill, man. What he's finna do. All right. Keep going, all right. Just go all the way to the end.
God, if I could say real quick, even with a conventional bomb, even if you're not in the vicinity or right where it hit, a lot of people still get killed by the concussion blast that it leaves behind, getting their ribs and their organs all busted and broken up.
Yeah, man.
Verse 15, and the kings of the earth, and the great men, and the rich men, and the chief captains, and the mighty men, every bondman and every free man hid themselves in the dens and in the rocks of the mountains.
Right, which that goes into the different because these different rich men, all right, like let's say the Rothschilds and the Rockefellers and them, they're gonna get pulled out of these different dens and these different bunkers they got on the side of the mountains and in different parts of the earth, man. We literally, as men of the Lord, all right, when the Lord give us that power, the Lord gonna have us go hunt these devils down and pull them out of these damn places, man. You remember being at the age of 12, 13, 14, when they pulled Saddam Hussein out of that goddamn that little hole in the ground?
I'm pulling up an image of it right now.
Yeah, he was all dirty and shit, tie all backwards on his neck and shit. That's how these devils gonna be when we pull them out of them holes, man. All right, because they're gonna be the chief, they're gonna be the first slaves of the kingdom, man. Yeah. You know, and that's what we're gonna do with them, just like that, man. It's like Jake posing with his ass. We're gonna do that with the Rockefellers, man. All right, Queen Elizabeth, we're gonna do that with her funky ass, man. Gonna pose up with them when we had these devils in chains and shackles. We're gonna pose up with them, man. We got your ass now, man. We got you devils, man. That's the only thing to do, man. All right, you take the ones that cause all this mess, destroy everything. You get them, man. Right, you get a hold of them, and you grab these devils up, man, and you put them on display. All right, just like they did our forefathers and our ancestors, they put us on display, man. Put us on them on those different stages and had bids and sold us off. We're gonna do that, man. We're gonna reenact all that shit to you devils, man. And I know you Rothschilds, you Rockefellers, and you higher ups, you listening, you know your time is up, man. The Lord is gonna give us the power to come find you devils, man. You need different bunkers. All right, that's why you send all type of food and supplies to these different space stations, man. All right, you got all type of underground cities in the water, underground cities in the earth, man. We know about you, man. We know what you're doing. You ain't gonna be able to escape the Most High, man. Because going into Amos, the Lord said, basically, if you gonna dig a hole into hell, it's not I'm there. You go fly up to heaven, it's not I'm there. You know, going roughly paraphrasing, man.
Hey,
So we gonna get you, man. What that script, what that movie say, I'm gonna get you, sucker. That's literal, man. You know.
I got that Amos for you, Elder, if you want.
All right, bring it out real fast. I'm gonna get the bird. You know, go back to that 6.
This is the book of Amos, chapter 9, verse 2. Though they dig into hell, then shall my hand take them. Then shall my hand take them. Though they climb up to heaven, thence will I bring them down.
Yeah, man, we're gonna get you by the collar, man, and kick you in your ass on the way out, man. You devils got it. You have to go down, man. This shit cannot go on no more. You devils have to go, man. And I'm talking about you, really, you power. I ain't talking about you, Joe Sixpack, Budweiser drinking ass Edomites, man. I'm talking about the ones that's over you, man. All right, the ones that you don't even know about. If you was to walk past you on a city street, you wouldn't even know who the hell it is. I'm talking about the power elites, man. All right, you devils finna go down, man. Now go back to that Revelations, so I can move on from that. I might end it. I'm gonna end it with 2 Peter's. Go ahead.
and the kings of the earth, and the great men, and the rich men, and the chief captains, and the mighty men, and every bondman and every free man hid themselves in the dens and in the rocks of the mountains, and said to the mountains and rocks, fall on us, and hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne, and from the wrath of the Lamb.
Oh, so basically, hide us from the Most High. That's the one that sitteth on the throne, and from the wrath of the Lamb is Yahweh Shai. Because Yahweh Shai coming to smell your cologne, man. He's gonna pull up, as they say in this time. He coming to smell you niggas cologne, man. He won't see what it's hidden for, man. All right, niggas always talking about, you got Edomites not talking about, I want that smoke. Well, the Most High gonna bring a whole fucking cloud for you, man. Since you want that smoke, he's gonna bring a whole cloud and something. He really gonna pull up, huh? Yahweh Shai really gonna pull up on these devils, man, and see what it's hidden for. And finish at 17. That's it on the 17. I'm gonna get whatever you brothers got. I'm gonna end it out with 2 Peter's 10 down to 12.
This is Revelation 6 and 17. For the great day of his wrath is come, and who shall be able to stand?
Yeah, who should be able to stand in that day, man? All right, can Monster with the fade stand in that day? That's an inside joke, you know. Can RuPaul stand in that day? Maybe Lil Wayne. Maybe that nigga can stand in that day, man. I don't think so.
Fonta?
Yeah, Juan LaFonta. Vocab Malone. Who else, man?
Max Kellerman.
Yeah, Max Kellerman. Maybe Polite, man. Maybe Polite put that big ass cap on his head with that big Hamite ass bell pepper nose. Maybe he can stand in that day, man.
Maybe his God.
Jam Master J.
Oh,
Jam
yeah.
Master J.
Oh man.
Let's see if he had one of them spooky revelations he been having lately, man. That man bogged out, bro.
Yeah, man. Take on some hard drugs, man.
God.
You know. Y'all brother got anything before I end it out on?
I have one.
I ain't got nothing out.
You got one, Ryan? Yeah,
God.
One of you brothers get second Peter's 3, start at 10. Well, actually, let me see. Yeah, start at 10.
God, it's the book of Isaiah, chapter 13, verse 9. Behold, the day of Yahweh cometh, cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners out of it. For the stars of heaven.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with you. Yeah.
For the stars of heaven and the constellations thereof shall not give their light. the sun shall be darkened in his going forth, and the moon shall not cause her to shine. And I will punish the world for their evil, and the wicked for their iniquity. And I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible.
Yeah, man. So when missiles and heads get to flying, man, all that haughty and proud spirit is gonna vanish. You women that so-called, you women that's greatly out of order, you gonna get in line, man. I bet you when you see a nigga get shredded in half right before you gonna get in order, man. No, me and another brother was talking about that earlier today, man. Everything's gonna fall in line, man. When the Most High allows things to start really happening in this society, man, which is already happening.
It tells you in Isaiah 4:1 how they're gonna come in line, but right at the end of Isaiah 3, it tells you about how the mighty men are gonna die in the war. That's like 2 verses above that, man. So it's all a process, man. And we in that time. You got it out.
Right, give me that Peter so we can get out of here, man.
I have one.
Yeah, I forgot you did have one. Go ahead, bring it out.
God, that's the spirit. It's also in Isaiah chapter 13. This is Isaiah 13:19. In Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. It shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation. Neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there.
Right, man. And we know that the Arabians love to pitch tent in the desert, man. They're not going to even pitch tent over here, man. This is going to be a memorial, all right, for every lasting generation, man. All right. Our grandkids and kids are going to ask us, hey, granddaddy, what about that place over there? You know what I'm saying? And we're going to give them the rundown, how we was over here serving these devils. And they're going to be like, Dad, you talking about Edomite Joe right there? Yeah, they was once in power, son. They had the whole earth in fear. They had the whole earth. All right, people on the earth was scared of these devils, man. They were ruling in wickedness. They was doing X, Y, Z. We're gonna explain it to our grandkids and kids, man. But give me that Peter.
Second Peter. Yeah, man, they ate a Most High created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire. And them coals is that charcoal, man. And that fire is the Most High's anger, man.
Yeah, man.
God's anger when you look up that, man. All right.
Yeah, man,
so
the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shai gonna lose his cool on this place, man. It's like when a nigga was picking with you all the time, and you had one of those clicking moments. I don't know if y'all ever had one of those moments, man. You just flashed out on the nigga, man.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, you on top of the nigga, you beating him with one hand like this. You just, damn, can't believe I'm doing that shit, man. You gonna have one of them moments, man. He gonna flash the fuck out, man. All right? He gonna flash Yahweh Shai gonna flash out, man. The Most High is gonna he gonna sit on the throne. I'm pleased, my son, for what the Lord's gonna do, man.
That's one of them. Hey, that's one of them. He flew off the handle moments. You know how they said Jake flew off the handle, meaning he lost every part of his cool he had, meaning he couldn't snap back into who he was. He zoned out, man. And the Most High about to really zone out. That's why I tell you in Apocrypha that the word of the Lord leaped down from heaven as a mighty man. Oh, I gotta get that. Hey, I'm holding that second address.
Hey, man. Everybody knows, man, when a so-called black man flashes out, man, it ain't nice, man. We see Esau flash out, but when Jake really flashed out and go there, hey, man, it's hey, man, you already know. Ain't nothing good coming out of that, man.
This Wisdom of Solomon 18:15. Huh?
Yeah, get it. Read it. Because I'm holding that second Peter for him. Read it. I'm gonna break it down.
This Wisdom of Solomon 18:15. Thine almighty word leaped down from heaven out of thy royal throne as a thine almighty word. The fire of the Lord jealousy is coming by way, starting with his son, man. All right. He's the progenitor that's going to usher in the fire that's coming on the earth. For crying out loud, everywhere where he looked, a blast of fire went out of his eyes, man. All right, tempest, man. People was beating it to smoke and powder.
All right, this all fire from the Lord, man. The anger of his jealousy, man. Go ahead.
Thine almighty word leaped down from heaven out of thy royal throne as a fierce man of war into the midst of a land of destruction.
Right,
Yeah,
in the midst of a land of destruction. So the Lord gonna destroy this place by his almighty word. And we know when you go into what? John 1:1, the word is who? Yahweh Shah, man.
That's right.
So that was his word that jumped off. That was his what? His son. His son waiting for the goat. Hey, it wouldn't surprise me if Yahweh Shah ain't like this by Yahweh, like, it's time. It's time. Like, getting on this nerve. Like, yeah, like this is like, it's time. You know, just, you know, yo, if anybody got children, my children that got on my nerve with asking me the same thing over and over and over, even though I'm like, look, not yet, not yet. It's just like they still find a way to ask me subliminally, like in a code or parable or something. You're still asking me the same thing, like, you know? So that's how Yahweh Shai is. Father, how long? How long? Because the righteous souls cried unto the Lord for the fruit of the floor of their reward. So if they're doing that, how much more Yahweh Shai, man? You know, to get his lick back, his vengeance. Don't it say his vengeance burning in his heart? Your heart goes to your mind, man.
Hey, but I was gonna say this. You know, when Yahweh Shai actually get that word to come on down, it's gonna be like a blur. He gonna leave so fast. His image gonna still be there. He gonna be already on his way here, man. It's gonna be a blur. You know?
You might leave a ball of dust, like one of them old cartoons.
Real.
Like you see dust, just a silhouette.
Like Peter Gonzalez.
That's right, man. Let's get into that, Peter, so we can wrap it up. You know,
The second Peter 3 and you want to start at 10, right?
Yeah, start at 10.
It says, but the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works there that are therein shall be burnt up.
Yeah, everything that's on the planet Earth, man, even including people, is going to be burned up in that day, man. All right, and the ones that are wicked, all right, the Most High is not dealing with. He's going to leave them over here to burn, man. And that's a bulk of that. The 2/3 of Israel. All right, you're going to be left over here. All right, like the Lord went into Ezekiel to melt. He's going to melt you over here, man. All right, because he called you in that particular verse I'm talking about. He called you dross. I mean, you're hard headed, man. You're likened unto the different metals that he read before in there, the metal, the iron, and different other things like that. You are hard headed, man. Because a man tell you the truth, you don't want to believe him because he had the same complexion as you, or he's young. All right, you don't want to believe a damn thing. So the Most High gonna leave you over here to be put to death, man. Go ahead, Art.
It says, saying then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness?
Yeah, what manner of person you ought to be, all right? Should you be playing around, fucking off during these times, man? Laying up with your boo, you know, taking different trips with your boo all goddamn day, man. Knowing you know what's finna happen. Hey, man. Hey, and I'm gonna say this, ain't nothing wrong with doing that, man. But when you didn't left off, you didn't forgot about the truth, you didn't stop. All right, you got bugged the hell out, man. Hey, man. It's gonna be a sad sight, man. Go ahead, Art.
It says, looking for and hastening unto the coming of the day of the Lord, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat.
Yeah, that's one of the most powerful scriptures, man. Telling you that the elements on the planet Earth are gonna be melted with fervent heat, man. The different rocks, marble, concrete, all right, mud, water is gonna just be dissolved, man. It vaporized, man. That's what I want to say. All right, just think about everything around you right now just being totally just microwaved, man. Cooked. You know? Yeah, man. But hey, you know, this was a pretty good, decent lesson, man, that we went into. You know, we hope those who needed it to be edified or things of that nature was answered, man. So we're gonna get up and get on out of here, man. You brothers and sisters out there that's all sincere, man. You keep pushing. All right, you keep striving for the mastery of the word, man. Until next time, we'll give all praise and glory and infinite honor to Yahweh. Double honor to the elders, apostles, all right, the men that rule well and teach well. And salutation to the hopeful elect, man. You keep pushing, man. We almost out of this thing, okay? Until next time, shalom.